Yo! What's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and happy Victory Monday to everybody out there that reps this football team. I forgot how good it feels to wake up on a Monday morning, going to work when your team added a W to the win column, and that's exactly what the Giants did yesterday. We got a fun show coming up. We're going to react to the game from yesterday. I've got my biggest winners and my biggest losers, and I'm going to tell you how the New York Giants can beat the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football with America watching, and we're also going to close today's show with a mailbag. I'm just going to let you know, if you're not ready to bring the energy today, if you're not ready to celebrate Victory Monday, the door is over there, and the Dallas Cowboys Report channel is live, and you can go hang out with them. 150 people in the building. If you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up icon, and let's dive into it. If you're still riding high off the Giants win, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. We got 150 watching, only 21 likes. The math isn't math, and like the video or get out of here. Let's go. Let's go. If you have liked the video, type me down in the comment section, and I'm giving shout-outs to everybody that does. I just like how everyone's in the chat already. Smitty just spamming leak.
Leak.
We got a blue chip prospect, Smitty.
Blue chip to a T. I mean, Malik Nabers. I've been praising him all day, calling him potentially a top 6 talent at the wide receiver position in the NFL right now. Glad everybody's showing him some love.
Look, man, I went home and I watched the highlights, watched the All-22 film, and my number one takeaway is the Giants got a difference maker on offense. We've been chasing a difference maker since Buddy with the mohawk that dyed it blonde used to play here, and you finally got one in Malik Nabers, and I couldn't imagine being a fan of a football team where Malik Nabers was not on this team. He's special, Smitty. He changes the game, and it really made me put it to perspective how much a wide receiver can affect a team and sway the needle when it comes to wins and losses, because he's already done it time and time again this year. If he would have caught that pass on 4th down, we'd be talking about potentially the MVP of the season. I truly do believe that.
Yeah, it's crazy that Malik Nabers, and you referenced it earlier today in the office, like wide receivers are becoming the running backs of the 80s, where they were like reliant upon, and they made differences. They changed the outcome of games. Malik Nabers made Daniel Jones look like a very, very good quarterback for 30 minutes of football yesterday. And then, he kind of went away from him, stopped being explosive, stopped taking chances down the field, and that's why the Giants almost found themselves in a losing situation. Thankfully, they didn't.
Thankfully, they did not. They did just enough to get the win. I don't love the way the second half played out, but I always love a W. Probably should have been a little bit more happy immediately following the game, but, man, I just have no patience for – what's the word I'm looking? Incompetence. And I thought the Giants were, specifically the play calling and a little bit of 8, were a little bit incompetent as that game came to a close. But, look, I'm not going to come up here and complain again about a win. I'm going to be happy about it. I'm going to enjoy it. These haven't come very often in the past 2 years, and I'm going to enjoy every single one. Look, I expect a lot out of this team, not necessarily when it comes to the win and loss column, but putting themselves in a spot to win football games, and most importantly, to be well coached. Brian Daboll was once the coach of the year. I don't want to see him take steps backwards. I don't have any room for error for Brian Daboll anymore. You're coaching for your job at this point, Smitty. You can't play not to lose. And that's been my number one gripe with Brian Daboll since week 1 against the Tennessee Titans in 2022. Sometimes being too complacent with the way they are in a game and thinking you could just coast till the end. It doesn't work like that.
You don't back into wins in the NFL. And Brian Daboll, it's put up or shut up time. The win against Minnesota was long ago.
Long time ago.
It's way in the rearview mirror. You are a different football team now. You have to prove that you can continue and have sustained success rather than a fluke year with Daniel Jones that got him paid $140 million.
Vibing with the Don says you shitted on Daniel Jones. Give him his credit. I think anybody that actually watches this channel and watched the entire stream yesterday, I was very consistent. He had a great first half, not so much a great second half. The stats even say so. He was 17 of 19 in the first half. He was 7 of 15 in the second half. Look, if you want me to come up here and just lie to you about that he was great in the second half, I'm not going to do it. If you want real, informative, entertaining New York Giants content, this is the best place on YouTube. I'm not going to cater to you Daniel Jones fans. It's not the time to take a victory lap. But Smitty, I can also point out when he made really good plays. And he made a lot of really good plays in the first half. Second half, not so much.
This is a New York Giants channel. This is not a Daniel Jones channel. And you have to look at Daniel Jones from an objective lens when you're talking about the success of this football team, because he is the main driving contributor to that. He is the quarterback. You have to hold him to a high standard if you want to have sustained success.
Especially when he's the third highest paid player in the NFL.
Yeah, he only gets paid $40 million a year.
Third highest cap hit in the NFL.
$45 million a year.
Look, people just are funny to me because it's like, because I don't believe in Daniel Jones, one side, and this is what lets me know that I'm doing it right, because half the people are calling me too optimistic about yesterday's win, and then half of the people are saying that I was upset about yesterday's win. That means I'm right in the middle, and that's exactly where I need to be. Just because I don't believe Daniel Jones is the franchise quarterback does not mean I can't applaud him and make flowers for him when he plays well.
What did you say after he threw those picks against the Texans in the preseason? I'm still going to come out every week and root for Daniel Jones. You said that repeatedly. Why is it a crime to be critical of a guy when he goes under 50% completion in the second half, where you should have put them away and had multiple chances to do so?
Yeah. Look, I think at the end of the day, I'm pretty consistent here. You play well, we're going to talk about how well you play. You play bad, we're going to talk about how you played bad. I know I could be emotional and stuff like that, but that's the New Yorker in all of us, man. We wear our hearts on our sleeves, our fandom on our chest. This team was once a great organization. We're trying to get back to that, and it's going to take great performances from great players. Hit that thumbs up icon. 225 people in the building, only 81 likes. How about if we get to 175 likes, we'll start the show early. John Thotty in the building. My man, $5 super chat. Shout out to John Thotty. He says, getting way ahead here, but with Leak a top 10 wide receiver already, what if we outplay the ability to draft a quarterback? Can we trade for one? Herbert, Darnold in free agency?
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
It's going on the mailbag later.
I would tap the brakes just a little bit on that. What I would say is you're not going to be able to trade for Justin Herbert. The Los Angeles Chargers are going to hold him for the rest of his career. Sam Darnold will be a free agent, but if I'm Sam Darnold, I want to return to the Minnesota Vikings, the team that believed in me, the team that gave me a chance, and I had my most success there. Whether the Giants play themselves at drafting a quarterback, I'm not so sure, because we don't know how the draft board is going to fall. And let's see how the next 4 weeks go. Let's see where the Giants stack up. But the worst thing you can do, John Thotty, is reach on a quarterback. If you don't believe that guy's a franchise quarterback, you should not draft him in the first round. I don't know. It's an interesting conversation. Maybe you look in the second round. Maybe you are picking in the top 12. Maybe you get the 12th pick and there's a quarterback there you like. A lot of dominoes can fall in this conversation. What I would say, John Thotty, is this. I am still in the camp that the Giants need to make a major move at quarterback this offseason. Nothing has changed there. That's just where I'm at on that. I don't want to pour water on everyone's fire for Daniel Jones, but let's not forget what happened in week 2 against Arizona last year and then what happened the rest of the season. One game, specifically, one half isn't going to change my opinion. Let's go win some games in November. Let's go win some games in December, and let's play in a meaningful game in January. Then we could talk about keeping Daniel Jones on the roster for a $45 million cap hit. Mike G, $10 super chat. John Thotty, appreciate you. Great question. You're making me think early on. I appreciate that. Marsh, keep being a stud. I'll keep watching and having your back. Go Giants. F the Cowgirls. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Look, I'm going to rock how I rock. It's gotten us to this point, and I don't say that in an arrogant way. I just believe in who I am and how I can root for this team and deliver the news, and I think I am. Look, if people are going to disagree, I think I'm pretty fair. Only people I'm not fair to are the Daniel Jones stands and the stands of other people, but I think I'm pretty fair. You play well. I was very complimentary of Daniel Jones in the first half. I might have said it 15 times. It's the best half of football I've seen him play since the Minnesota Vikings playoff game.
Yep.
I think that's very fair. Second half, not so much. He dropped back 15 times. He threw 7 completions for 58 yards. He skipped passes. He missed open players, Nabers for a touchdown, and he consistently threw the ball short of the sticks. Maybe that's Brian Dable in his ear saying, don't pass up anybody open, get the ball out, don't take a sack, don't turn the ball over. I don't know. I'm not in the huddle. But all I wanted was to get to a 3-score lead. You had multiple chances. You didn't, and you were a touchdown away from losing the ball game. You don't back into wins. You go out and take them. That's what the good teams do. That's all I want to see. I want to see this team continue to be aggressive because the reason you were up 21-7, Smitty, is because you were aggressive. Keep that game plan rolling. That's where I'm at on that. Aiden, my man, a first-time super chatter. For Aiden, shout out to my guy. Appreciate you coming in and showing love. Says, do you believe in any of these college quarterbacks this year? Still very early on this, Smitty. But guys that I've at least highlighted to watch every single Saturday include Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward. I'm watching Smitty's guy, Miller Moss. I'm watching Carson Beck. And there was one more that we talked about last week. I don't remember who it was.
Not Jackson Dart.
We're watching Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart. Dart, Milroe, Moss, Cam Marino, a.k.a. Cam Ward, and Miller Moss. That's 5 guys right there I'm watching. And Quinn Ewers, excuse me. Quinn Ewers is in my top 5 as well.
Got to come back from injury, though.
Got to come back from injury, and he needs to be more consistent in that. John Thotty says, it's Miller time. I'm sold, Smitty.
Let's go, Thotty. Let's go.
Smitty's been drinking the Miller latte since week 0 in college football.
I'm all in on Miller Moss. He can sling that rock now. Look at Riley quarterbacks. They usually fare pretty well. He's produced a couple of Heismans during his time at Oklahoma and USC. Hopefully Miller Moss is just the next one in the bucket.
Aiden, I don't know if there's a blue chip prospect in this quarterback class, but I do think there's some guys that can help a franchise in the NFL grow and be a good NFL
quarterback. Did we not mention Carson Beck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beck, Ewers, Milroe, Ward, Moss, Dart, and Ewers. 7 guys you should be watching every Saturday.
And it's good that there's 7 guys. It's good.
And if you want to, I know a lot of people are going to say, Marshall, what about Shador Sanders? For me, and it's not because of the player. It's not because of the talent. It's not because of any of that. I don't want to bring the Deion Sanders circus to the New York Football Giants.
Yeah. It's like Shador Sanders is like if Teddy Bridgewater had a lot of baggage. And are you really going to risk bringing Teddy Bridgewater in if he has an entire circus coming with him?
Yeah. For me, I'm just not ready to sign up for that. I think there's better quarterbacks in college football, too. I love watching him, though. It's fun. I tweeted it out. Say what you want about Colorado, but damn, they are entertaining. They are entertaining. They sure are. If you're ready to beat the Cowboys, hit that thumbs up icon. 285 people watching, only 118 likes. Once we get to 150 likes on today's show, we will get the show started. Thoughts on Kyle McCord? I'm good on Kyle McCord. I don't want him on my football team. Maybe round 5. He's not a first-round quarterback for me. That's not. I can't.
No chance.
Patrick Clark says Jalen Milroe. Man, I love the electricity and the playmaking that he brings to a football team. That's for sure. That's for sure. I will say, as everyone does know, Smitty, it's Cowboys week.
It is Cowboys
And here
week.
at Chat Sports, my good friend Tom Downey, he runs the Dallas Cowboys report. And he has been talking smack to me since I started working at Chat Sports January 3rd of 2021. And it seems like, Smitty, this is the first time in a while the Giants are actually having a chance to beat the Cowboys.
It feels like it.
But I don't want to beat them only on the football field. I want the Giants now, real ones, to stand up, show out, and show up and prove that they are ladder than the Dallas Cowboys report that has 180,000 subscribers. Tom Downey and the Cowboys report on their last live show got $345 in Super Chats. I'm not losing to the Cowboys. Let's beat them on the field, and let's show that we stand tall. If we can get to $345 today, I'm doing a beer boot to celebrate. And also, since it is Victory Monday, let's celebrate. Every $50 Super Chat that comes in today, I'm doing a beer shotgun. Beer shotgun to celebrate Victory Monday. We haven't had one of these in a while, Smitty.
Listen, we want to get loud with Big Blue today. It's Victory Monday. Let's have a good time.
It's the first one of the year. We had to wait till damn near October to experience it.
Yep.
I'm gonna enjoy it. I really am. Asia Roberson, longtime viewer. What's up, Asia? Appreciate the super chat. Love seeing you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Hey, Marshall. Long time coming. Sorry I haven't been around. I had a rough couple of months, and I was considering suicide, but I'm getting help in therapy and taking it one day at a time. I try to be back with you this time. Everyone just drop an A for me in the chat. Show Asia some love. She's always supporting here. She's always supporting on our Knicks channel, and we're a family. That's one thing I always love about this channel. This community is awesome, and we got your back, Asia. If you ever need anything, this is the channel to come talk it out. We love you. We appreciate you. Everyone drop an A for me in the chat. Let Asia know that we got her back. Picho, $10 super chat. What up, Picho? Says, first off, thank you, my man. Thank you for being here, as always, showing love, being a real one. Says, can we really beat the Cowboys this Thursday? I still have PTSD from 40 to nothing. I do too. And I felt myself yesterday leaning in to a trap. But you know what, Smitty? I'm ready to be hurt if we lose this football game.
Let's go.
I'm ready to be hurt if we lose this football game. The Cowboys are a solid football team, but they are vulnerable, and there are ways to beat them. And I'm going to show you 5 ways, Picho, the New York Giants come out of this game 2-2, and that would be second place in the NFC East. I didn't want to talk about this today, but if the Giants had a kicker in week 2, we'd be in first place in the NFC East. I didn't want to talk about it.
Just saying.
I didn't want to talk about it. Shout out to everybody in the building. 315 people watching. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon. Once we get to 150, we're going to launch this puppy. Hit that thumbs up icon, and if you have liked the video, type me. I've got our biggest winners and losers from the week 3 win against the Cleveland Browns, and I'm going to go through an in-depth preview of Giants, Cowboys, Thursday Night Football. Let's go. Are we ready? Are we ready to go beat the Cowboys?
Week 4. Got a chance to be 500 again. Let's go.
When's the last time the Giants beat Dak Prescott?
It's been a long, long time.
I think it was his rookie year. Let's go beat the Cowboys. Let's see Jerry Jones crying in the suite at MetLife. Let's put them out of their misery. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. Shout out to Tom. Shout out to Joey. Shout out to Isaiah. Shout out to Asia. Shout out to everybody in the building. Drips11 says 2016. Yep. It's been a long, long time. Justin says, Marshall, what part of New York are you from? I'm from Long Island. I was born on Long Island, Port Jefferson. Shout out to the PJ. N65 says, run down the Cowgirls, though. Justin, what up? Excuse me. Poke Moore in the building. Yes, sir. Eric Cruz in the building. Eric, we're looking out for your package. I think it got delivered to the mailbox. I unfortunately don't have the key to the mailbox. CEO James Yoder said he'll check it for me tomorrow, my brother.
Back in 2021, was Cooper Rush quarterbacking?
Yes. Maybe not. I don't remember who it was, but the Giants did win a game against a backup quarterback.
Okay, against the Cowboys. Yeah, it's been 2016 then.
2016 was and I think you only beat him one time.
Dak's rookie year.
I think
you beat them.
You may have beat Dak actually twice that year.
You did beat Dak twice. Week 1 and about week 15.
Tom Saunders says, hope the Giants are wearing blue Thursday. I would assume the Giants wear blue and the Cowboys wear white on Thursday. That's what I would assume. 315 people. It was Andy Dalton, Drips. That's correct. It was Andy Dalton.
Electric.
That sounds right. Rob says Ben Danush. I think it was Andy.
Yeah, that sounds. Andy Dalton sounds right.
Sounds right.
Andy Dalton, Red Rocket got a dub this weekend.
He's so nice. All righty. Hit the like button. 330 people watching. We're going to start today's show looking backwards at week 3, and we're going to close today's show looking forward at week 4 and how the Giants can get to 2-2. Let's dive into it. Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We're going to take a look back at the Week 3 win over the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to give you my biggest winners and players that I thought fell short of expectations, a.k.a. my biggest losers from that win. But first, if you're still riding high off the Giants' first win of the season, go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon for me. I'm pumped up about it. Look, I know there's a lot of chitter chatter, blah, 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 blah. It's a W, and that's all that matters. If you're enjoying it, hit that thumbs up icon. My biggest winners and losers from the Week 3 win over the Cleveland Browns. Look, there were a lot of people that I thought played great football games, but there's only so many I can include in this video. So first and foremost, I want to give props to everybody that put on a New York Giants jersey yesterday. This football team, it showed resiliency. It showed that they could battle through adversity. You're 0-2. You fumble the opening kickoff. Deshaun Watson throws it up top, and Amari Cooper plucks it off the head of Deonte Banks. You're down 7-0 in the first 22 seconds. You easily could have quit, but you showed that you got something in your chest that's thumping. They showed fight, they showed life, and they found a way to win a football game, and I can always appreciate that. My biggest winner, number one. How could it be anybody but Malik Nabers? Malik Nabers saved my life. Malik Nabers saved the New York Football Giants. He is a special player. He is a special talent. And he showed you on Sunday that he is going to consistently change and win football games for the New York Giants. 8 catches, 78 yards. Not one, but 2 tutties. And while doing that, he is rewriting the history books. Malik Nabers, he leads the National Football League with 6 catches of 20 yards. Why did the Giants draft Malik Nabers? To get more explosive. And you're getting early returns on it. He was one of the most explosive players in college football, and he's already one of the most explosive players in the National Football League. 6 catches of 20-plus yards. Number one. He's also the first player in NFL history with 20 receptions and 3 receiving touchdowns in the first 3 games of his career. He's also the youngest player in NFL history with 2 receiving touchdowns in a game. This man has changed life. He has saved my life, and he is rewriting history books for the NFL. He's also rewriting the history books for the New York Giants in their 100th year as an organization. He has set the Giants' catch record at 23 in the first 3 games of an NFL career. Malik Nabers is special. I said it when the Giants drafted Malik Nabers. He will change life for the New York Giants offense, and he has already done that in 3 games. And he's already stacking himself up with the best wide receivers in the National Football League. 2nd in receptions, 1st in targets, 5th in yards, 3rd in yards after catch, and he's touched the paint 3 times, tied for 1st in the National Football League. But it's what I've seen when the game's on the line. Outside of 1 catch, we can all agree 1 catch he dropped. When the game's on the line, when it's 3rd down, when it's time to make a play, when you got to keep those chains clicking and clacking, number 8 is looking at number 1 to make a play. He's been targeted 11 times on 3rd and 4th down, 10 catches. The 1 drop, I cannot forget it. He won't forget it, and it'll make him better. He's got 140 yards and 2 touchdowns on 3rd and 4th downs. He's been targeted 11 times on 3rd and 4th downs. 8 times he got up. 1st down, New York Giants. And he's got 3 plays of 20-plus yards. Everyone knows the ball is going to Malik Nabers, and all he does is continue to make plays when his number is called. The Giants got one of those guys. The Giants have a blue-chip player, and, man, it's going to be fun to watch his career unfold with New York across his chest. Show our guy Malik Nabers some love. I need everybody watching today's video to light up the comment section and give me a leak. Be loud, be proud, and stand 10 toes down. Unfortunately, my biggest loser for this game was Deonte Banks. The Banks were absolutely open. And look, it's been an up and down season, I would say, for Deonte Banks. He's looked good, and then he's also looked bad. I think yesterday was a bad matchup for him versus Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is one of the most sound, tactical route runners in the National Football League. Whereas Deonte Banks is just that athletic freak out there that's still learning the tricks of the trade. He's learning how to be a corner in this league. And look, the Cleveland Browns, they took advantage of it. They targeted him 12 times. They saw something on film that said, we're going at number 3. He allowed 6 catches for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. I still believe in Deonte Banks. But we got to keep it going, man. Come on, Deonte. You're better than what you played yesterday. You know that. You made some good plays, but the Giants need you to be better. You were drafted in the 1st round. The Giants gave up multiple picks to move up 1 spot to get you. We're counting on you. We need you to be a little bit better. Another winner for me was the first half performance from Daniel Jones. The first half performance from Daniel Jones was the best half of football I have seen number 8 play since he won the wild card game in the playoffs of 2022-2023 against the Minnesota Vikings. He was awesome yesterday in that first half. Outside of one play where he threw an interception and the Giants got bailed out on a phantom roughing the passer play. But we don't have to talk about that today. But I do remember that, and I don't think anyone should forget it. 17-19, 178 yards and 2 tutties. If you could tell me that Daniel Jones is going to throw for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns every single first half, I would sign up for that every single day of the week. But the facts are the facts. In the second half, he left a lot of points and a lot of yards and first downs and food on the table. He was 7 of 15 for 58 yards in the second half. Missed Malik Nabers wide open for a touchdown. But in the first half, I thought he played really good. I thought he was awesome. Both those touchdown throws to Malik Nabers were seeds. The one where he throws to the back left corner to Malik Nabers, he is staring Myles Garrett down the barrel, knowing 95's about to go clean his clock. Stood in there, throw a ball on the top shelf where only his guy could get it. Malik Nabers went up there, catch, toe drag, swag, touchdown New York Giants. What about when Malik Nabers creep behind the second level of the defense? Jones is staring down Wan'Dale Robinson in the front pylon, moving that defense with those big old eyes, layers the football in between 3 defenders. Touchdown, Malik Nabers. He was awesome in the first half. Second half, he left food on the table. And this is good because that means Daniel Jones can be better. That third quarter play where the Giants went empty and they ran that slot fade action on the right slot for Malik Nabers, he cooked Greg Newsome. You got to put the ball on the money. Malik Nabers would have had a hat trick in Cleveland. He would have been dancing in the end zone and added in this game another 6 points to the scoreboard, and the game would have been out of reach. You can't miss that throw. You can't skip slants to Wan'Dale Robinson. You can't check it down when they're blitzing 3 on 3rd and 14 on your first read. Pro Football Focus wasn't nice to Daniel Jones yesterday. Second worst Pro Football Focus grade of all quarterbacks. 0 big-time throws. 1 turnover-worthy play. I think that should have been 2. Average depth of target. That's not right. Average depth of target was like 5.8 or something like that. So Daniel Jones, look, he could be better. And that's encouraging because I think what we saw in that first half can be done all the time. It's not like the Giants asked him to do anything crazy in that first half. Get the ball out on time, get the ball out on target, and gosh dang it, when you don't know what to do, F it, Malik Nabers down there somewhere. He was great in the first half. I thought he left some meat on the bone in the second half. And if the Giants are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys, if the Giants are going to get to 2-2, if the Giants are going to get potentially to the second spot in the NFC East this Thursday night, you need that first half Daniel Jones for all 60 minutes. You can't take your foot off the gas. You need 60 minutes of Daniel Jones playing elite football versus the Dallas Cowboys. We'll see if he's up for the task. We are going to continue our winners and losers video, but first, I got to give a major shout out to today's sponsor, Game Time. If you're looking for last-minute tickets to go watch that Giants game, looking for last-minute tickets potentially to go watch the Mets or Yankees in the playoffs, or you just want to get ready for the NBA season, download the Game Time app. You get the best seats for the lowest price guaranteed. And if you use that promo code ChatSports, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. Last-minute tickets and flash deals. Views from the seats. Lowest price guaranteed. Go check out the Cowboys game, concert, theater events, and so much more. Just take advantage of these 2 features. The all-in pricing. That way the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees when you get to checkout. And the Game Time picks, making it your feed look so much easier to go watch your favorite teams play. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use the promo code ChatSports, ChatSports, for $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. What time is it? It is game time. Outside of Malik Nabers, the biggest winner of this football game was Shane Bowen and the pass rush. We were all very critical of the way the Giants played defense, the process of their defense in week 1. Anybody with a set of eyes saw week 2, the way the Giants played defense was a problem. And you know what they did? They corrected their own mistakes. And Shane Bowen did what he had to do, even though he didn't want to go out and go get a W. This Giants pass rush was unbelievable 36 pressures, 20 QB hurries, 8 sacks, and 6 QB hits. The best part of it, everybody got involved on the action. We got 10 players on screen right now that all had at least 2 pressures. Azeez Ojulari kicked butt yesterday. I love Azeez Ojulari. I believe in him, man. 51's a stud. You just got to stay healthy. Dexter Lawrence is the best interior defensive lineman in football. Elijah Chapman got in on the action. Micah McFadden did what he did best, and he played downhill. Jason Pinnock picked up his 3rd sack of the season. Bobby Okereke made plays. And Brian Burns showed why you gave up $150 million and a second-round pick to go trade for somebody. Because when you get beat on 4th and inches and they drop back on 1st and 10, zero's coming off the edge, and you better hold on to that football, Deshaun Watson, or it's going to be a strip sack. Thibodeau was solid. Simmons had his opportunities. And even Raheem Nunez, Nacho Roches made a couple of plays. I think I've said this 500 million and a half times through the offseason. If the Giants are going to consistently win football games, if the Giants are going to be a team that competes in the NFC East, if the Giants want to play in meaningful football games when the weather gets cold outside, you need to dominate the game in the trenches. You got to win the line of scrimmage, and your pass rush has to dominate. $150 million in a second-round pick for Brian Burns. $90 million in a first-round pick for Dexter Lawrence. You picked Kayvon Thibodeau 5th overall. Second-round pick for Azeez Ojulari. Those guys got to win you the football game, and they did that yesterday. Hats off to those guys. Shane Bowen, you coached your tail off. Hell of a game plan. Another loser from yesterday's game, and I hate doing this because I love me some Devin Singletary. But, man, hold on to the football. You damn near cost the Giants the game in week 2. A lot of reasons the Giants won that game, but if you keep it tight, Giants probably win that game. Call Tiki Barber. High and tight. Hold on to the football, Devin Singletary, because you have been so good. Devin Singletary has been amazing. But if you can't tote that rock, if you can't keep it high and tight, and you keep coughing it up, Giants aren't going to win many football games. He's been so damn good, but you can't fumble the football. 2 weeks in a row, Devin Singletary has fumbled the football, and it takes away how good he's been. He's forced the 2nd most missed tackles in the NFL. He has the 7th most yards after contact. He's got tied for 9th most 10-plus yard runs, tied for 7th most 15-plus yard runs, and he has the best elusive rating in the National Football League. But none of that matters if you fumble 2 times in 3 games. You got to hold on to the football. He's not a loser because he's not talented. He's not a loser because he did not perform. He's going to hold on to that football. And he's got to do that if the Giants want to stack W's. Another loser, and this one I'm not worried about at all. He had his first bad game in God knows how long. Andru Thomas. I didn't even want to talk about this on today's show. But, man, Andru Thomas was really bad yesterday. His PFF grade was a 42. His pass blocking grade was a 14.7. He allowed 8 pressures and 3 QB hits. It was tough. Look, you're going up against Myles Garrett, and that dude is a beast. Myles Garrett's one of the best pass rushers of this generation. But Andru Thomas should be able to go toe-to-toe, and he shouldn't get his butt whipped like he did against Myles Garrett, who was hurt. I'm not worried about 78 at all, but I got to be fair, and I got to call a spade a spade. He didn't play a good football game. He got beat consistently, and that unfortunately gets him on today's show as a loser. But I can't wait to talk about how he's a winner on Thursday night because he's going to stonewall Micah Parsons. And DeMarcus Lawrence isn't going to do what he always does against the New York Giants. I love Andru Thomas. I wouldn't want any other left tackle on my football team. But he knows it. He's got to be better than what he was on Sunday. If he's not, Thursday could be a long night. I also want to give a round of applause to Brian Dable, Shane Bowen, Mike Kafka, Carmen Brasillo, everyone on the Giants coaching staff. They deserves a lot of love. I said it at the start of today's show. Look, you could have easily quit. 0-2. Fumble the opening kickoff. You're down 7-0 in the first 11 seconds. But you fought back. You showed grit. You showed resiliency. You fought through adversity. And most importantly, you found a way to win. But you outcoached the Cleveland Browns. A lot of people think Kevin Stefanski is one of the best coaches in the NFL. You outcoached his football team on offense, on defense. I'm not going to say special teams because you missed a field goal and you had a fumble. But on offense and defense, you outcoached them. And you're always going to win football games when you do that. We got a bonus winner. My man Elijah Chapman, the Giants pulled off highway robbery with this guy. 4 pressures for Elijah Chapman yesterday. 1 fumble recovery, and he had his first sack in the National Football League against Deshaun Watson. He had like an 80-something PFF grade, too. He was awesome, man. He really, really was. Love seeing it. This is a guy that wasn't even a UDFA. He was offered a tryout at rookie minicamp, and he earned a contract. He made the 53-man roster, and his 3rd game in the NFL. Fumble recovery, 4 pressures, and a sack. Major, major love to Elijah Chapman. Awesome. If you're ready to beat the Dallas Cowboys, hit that thumbs up icon, man. It's fun beating the Cleveland Browns, but I promise you, it's going to be a hell of a lot more fun when the New York Giants go 2-2 and they beat the Cowboys. Speaking it into existence. You want to beat the Cowboys, hit that thumbs up icon, and make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG, at @MarshallGreen_. Give me a follow, and let's go Big Blue.
Yeah. I think that was fair. It was fair.
Rashad says, I thought he left some meat on the bone in the second half. Classic Marshall Green. At least spell the kid's name right, my man. 2 L's. 2 L's. 2 L's. Do we not think that Daniel Jones could have played better in the second half? And I don't even really want to spend too much time on it because I don't need anyone else's opinion to validate my own. But
he just played a different football game in the second half. He checked on Charlie, and he was missing throws.
Missing throws. He missed a wide open touchdown to Malik Nabers. That's got to be a TD. It's got to. Got to. Want to see more from Deonte Banks.
He stunk. It wasn't good.
He wasn't good. He wasn't good. Nobody cares about the Phantom INT. I do, because I'm process over results. That's how I am in life. Process over results.
If the officials make the right call there, in my opinion, it's Brown's ball the other way, which is no call. There was not a roughing the passer.
2 L's, though. 2 L's. 2 L's, Rashad. That's my guy. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about it. Hell of a game yesterday, but what's awesome about it is you won a football game, and I don't even think you played your B game. Like, that was a C-plus game from the Giants. A game from their defense. But you missed a field goal. You fumbled a kickoff. You didn't score in the second half. They can get a lot better. They can get a lot better. And that's encouraging. That's encouraging. Drips, I am worried about Deonte Banks guarding CeeDee Lamb. I don't know who else you're going to put on him, but I am worried about that. I absolutely am. Nathan, what's up, man? $5 super chat. Appreciate the love. Thanks for being here.
Shout out Nathan.
Shout out Nathan. Lincoln Riley has 4 starting QBs in the NFL. Let's make it 5 and bring Moss to New York. Smitty, this is you.
I didn't realize I donated $5 to the show today because it's Miller time, baby. Gets the ball out quick, accurate. He's poised in the pocket, has good pocket awareness. I like the kid. But he lost to Michigan this week, but it's a tough game environment on the road. First real road game of his starting career at USC, and he was a drive away from winning it. I'm a fan.
That's Smitty's guy. That's Smitty's guy. Nathan, you and Smitty, y'all seem like y'all might be boys. Sahagan's Detailing, $5 super chat, my brother. What's up, man? Like Kobe said, job's not finished. Giants are not back until we face the Cowgirls. We need to beat them to get back that New York momentum.
What's there to be happy about?
Job's not finished.
You're 1-2.
You're 1-2.
Job's not finished.
You go and beat the Cowboys Thursday night. Ooh-wee!
Playoffs are back on.
15-2.
Yep.
15. You can't go 15-2 unless you lose 2.
Dose.
Can't go 15-2 if you don't lose 2. Sahagan's Detailing, we appreciate you, man. Let's go beat the Cowboys. I think we can all agree on that. Bam, bam, 10-13, $5 super chat. We appreciate it, man. Started playing too safe in the second half. 7 punts can't happen. Our defense is why we won. If we punt 7 times against Dallas, we are not winning. Agreed. Agreed. If you punt 7 times versus Dallas, you probably got blown out. And you know what, Smitty? The Cowboys' defense stinks.
Stinks.
At
Giants
least
should be able to move the football.
Run the dang ball.
And get the ball at 1.
Literally, if you want to beat the Cowboys, get the ball to Malik Nabers and just run the dang ball.
That's all you got to do. We're going to show you guys some numbers here in a couple minutes that heavily suggest that the Giants should run the dang ball.
The advanced analytics.
Listen, we did the math. We went to the numbers.
We got in our bag today for our
We
preview.
got in the Excel spreadsheets today to tell you guys why the Giants need to run the dang ball.
Run the dang ball. Enough with the trick plays. Hey, Rivera, what up, dog? He says, what happened in the second half? A lot of punting. A lot of punting. A lot of playing not to lose. But most importantly, they won a football game. He says, also, push-ups? How many push-ups do I owe you? Like 7? 7 push-ups?
700 based on how many times he talks about it.
Legitimately, dude. Legitimately, I love it. I love it, brother. Bring it on.
He wants you to get right. He wants you to stay right.
You let me know where we're at. I think we're at like 7.
Giants possession in the second half yesterday went fumble, punt, missed field goal, clock it.
And it's also like they were 3 and outs.
Yeah, they were quick.
You weren't taking any time. Like, if you're going to be conservative, at least chew the clock.
They only got past the 50 a handful of times, and I don't even know if a handful. I think a handful is being generous.
Cha says rain, and more rain. It's raining Thursday? Of course it is.
That's what we want.
Do we want that?
Run the dang ball!
Run the dang ball! All
yeah,
right.
we want rain. We want rain.
Hey, Rivera says, for my health, I owe him 15 push-ups. All right. I'm about to knock out these push-ups, Smitty.
All right.
If you want to...
I can position this little camera thing.
You can get it right. Picho says, I think we need to spread the field to beat the Cowboys. I think the tight ends definitely need to improve. Picho, you don't worry, brother. I got 5 ways the New York Giants are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. And I'll tell you this much. It starts with this. Run the dang ball.
Run the dang ball. That's how you got to do it.
Drip. Stop with the trick plays. Run the dang ball. All right. I got 15 push-ups here for
right.
A. Rivera. Let's get it on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go. Come on. Oh, you see it. Y'all see it. It's not in the best studio to get a great camera shot here, Marsh, but he's busting them out. You guys see. Chest to ground. Get that ass down.
That's 15 for my man,
Bang.
A. Rivera.
Don't look at my shirt.
Form's still there. Let's go. Trying to get in the gym. Giants Prod says it's my birthday. Can I be in the video? Drop a question, #Giants, baby. We're going to do a mailbag in about 25 minutes.
Live Q&A coming up.
Everyone type HBD in the chat for my man Giants Prod.
Giants Prod, you can get on today's video so easily. And you're guaranteed on the video if you use #Giants in a question for the mailbag.
Everyone's showing him some love. Hey, Rivera, we love you, dog. Steve says, where is Hyatt? Great question.
MIA.
Jalen Hyatt doesn't play football that much. Darius Slayton gets 50 snaps. Jalen Hyatt gets 10. Brian says, drop and give me some real push-ups. Those are about as good of a push-up as you're going to get out of anybody in this chat. Chest, touching carpet, and we're exploding up. Carpet to chest, explode up. Anyone that knows what a push-up is, they appreciate that.
Explode.
NYG all day, brother. I will not stay live for the Monday Night Football game. I gots to go.
We got places to be.
Rob Jigga with a $20 super chat. Shout out to Mr. Rob Jigga. He says, what happened to that Eagles linebacker the G-Men signed? He's on the practice squad. Give me 1 second. Let me get a better answer for you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
And then what does he say?
He said, Smitty, next jersey raffle. What does that mean?
I think he means for Thursday Night Football.
Oh, you're asking me what jersey we're raffling off?
Would you guys rather us raffle off a Malik Nabers Giants jersey or a Malik Nabers LSU jersey? There's been some talk on what we might do this week. It's just rumors. We want a Malik Nabers Giants or Malik Nabers LSU jersey?
Whoa. Early LSU love in the chat.
Really?
We got 3 in a row. It's getting there, though. Half and half, maybe.
Or both.
Or both. We could get real wild. Or we could let the winner choose.
Or the winner chooses. I'm trying to find this answer for you real quick. Give me one momento.
Oh, now that we said both, everybody's saying both.
He didn't play yesterday, Rob Jiggy. He didn't play. No snaps for him yesterday. At least on defense, maybe special teams. I'll get you an answer on that.
Let's go.
Did not play on special teams either. So he didn't play yesterday. Next, he says, thanks for doing a show today. Best chat in all sports. Marshall, cool shirt. Cheers. Grande Azul.
Big Blue.
My man. My man. Woo! 300 people watching. Please hit that thumbs up icon. We're closing the gap, Smitty, on the Cowboys report. But we still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go. The Cowboys report, I think, was at 325.
345.
345. Tom Downey juicing the numbers. We're up to 97. 97. Look.
Within striking distance.
The Cowboys report on their live show today did $345 in super chats. Do we want to set the tone? Do we want to let the Cowboys report know we mean business this week? That's where I'm at on that. If we beat the Cowboys report today, I got a beer boot to celebrate. As Adonis, the A-Train. My man, what's up, Brody? Thank you for the love. Says, sup, guys? Much love to you all and enjoy this Victory Monday. By the way, just wanted to crap on Jalen Hurts for proving he robbed the Eagles of $250 million.
Streets are saying that Jalen Hurts is just Tyrod Taylor with inspirational quotes.
Did we know that Jalen Hurts has a $90 million cap hit in 3 years?
90?
$90 million cap hit, Jalen Hurts.
Good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles.
You can only backload these contracts for so long.
Yep. Until they start biting you in the behind. Howie did it again.
Howie did it again with Devin White. Didn't even play yesterday. Howie did it again with Bryce Huff. I haven't heard him do anything.
I don't even think he played yesterday.
He has a $97 million cap hit, Smitty, in 2029.
So a $100 million cap hit.
$100 million cap hit in 2029.
2029? He might be real stinky by then.
He's got a $47 million cap hit in 2028.
Oh, my goodness.
The Eagles might be cooked, baby.
That's terrible.
They might be cooked.
Daniel Jones looked better than Jalen Hurts this week. Just throwing that out there.
Someone sent me that Daniel Jones has the best PFF grade through 4 weeks of any NFC's quarterback. I don't know if that's true.
It's a low bar if it is. It's a low bar.
I'm dead. William, what's up, man?
If you guys want to get on the mailbag later, use hashtag Giants or Super Chat. We need some more questions. You guys are always showing love, putting great stuff in the chat.
Phil says Turbo be good to play. Well, Turbo's on the practice squad, so I wouldn't expect much out of Dante Miller this week. I wouldn't expect much out of Mr. Dante Turbo Miller. I do love me some Turbo Miller, though. I do. We are going to do a mailbag. If you guys want us to do a mailbag, and the way you guys can make us do a mailbag is by asking questions in the comments using hashtag Giants in there. That way producer Smitty can pop those up on screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just hashtag Giants, just like it looks on screen. Number sign, no spaces, and just type in Giants. All right. Giants, Cowboys, Thursday night football. Are you ready? I know I am.
I'm pretty ready.
All right, we got a preview. Let's talk about it. Giants, Cowboys, Thursday night football. It does not get much better than this. The Giants come into this one as 4.5-point underdogs, and I love that. Keep doubting us. Keep not believing in the New York Football Giants. If you want the Giants to get to 2-2, if you want the New York Giants to beat the Dallas Cowboys, do your part. Hit that thumbs up icon, and let's dive into our preview. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. We're going to go over the Giants' latest injury report. We're going to look at the Cowboys team from 5,000 feet out, and I'm going to give you my 5 biggest keys to victory if the New York Giants want to get to 2-2 on the season. The Giants did not officially practice on Monday. It was a walkthrough, so these designations are predictions and things of that nature. These guys would not have participated at practice on Monday. Adoree Jackson and Andru Phillips are both dealing with calf injuries. If I had to make an early guess, I would say both of these corners do not play. So you're going to see more of Deonte Banks. You're also going to see some more Cordell Flott. We're going to have to find out who that next guy is. People that were limited at Monday's practice, which again was a walkthrough and a projection. Dexter Lawrence a foot. I'm calling that a rest day. Nick McLeod's still trying to work back from that knee injury. Micah McFadden's dealing with a back injury. And Darius Slayton, he is dealing with a thumb. The Giants will release their official injury report on Wednesday, and that's where we'll find out if players are questionable, doubtful, or out. So make sure you are subscribed so we could drop a video and you be alerted when we do. All righty, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys and what they have done so far this season. They are 1-2. They've lost, I believe, 2 games in a row now. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens. They lost to the New Orleans Saints. And they got their only win against the Cleveland Browns in Week 1. So both teams squaring off on Thursday night beat the Cleveland Browns. On offense, the Cowboys are still able to score points. They've scored 25.7 points per game this year, 5th best in the NFL. They're always going to stack up the yardage, 360 yards per game, 9th. They have an elite passing game. Dak Prescott is going to throw the ball all over the field, and considering they are now one of the worst rushing attacks in the NFL, they are putting that much more pressure and responsibility on Dak Prescott to move the football, and they have the 8th best third down offense, converting first downs at a 42.5% clip. On defense, though, this is a different Cowboys team than we're used to. This isn't a team that should shut you out and beat you 40-0. This isn't a team that should be able to stuff the run. They've allowed the 30th most points per game, 29.7. They've allowed 372 yards per game through 3 games. Middle of the pack in pass defense and the worst rushing defense in the National Football League. They are allowing 185.7 yards per game on the ground, the worst in the league. The Cowboys will come ready to play on Thursday, though. The Cowboys know their backs are against the wall. The Cowboys know their season is over if they fall to 1-3. They will come ready to play. They will be motivated, but the Giants can win this game. And if the Giants are going to win this game, they need to be better than what they were last week. What we saw in the first half against the Cleveland Browns is what we need for 60 minutes against the Dallas Cowboys. If the Giants can put together 60 minutes of good, complimentary football, you can win this football game. If you don't, it'll be the same result it always is against Dak Prescott. An L for the New York Giants. Who do you got? Who do you got in this NFC East rivalry to get things rolling in Week 3? Are you rolling with Big Blue? Or are you rolling with the frauds with the star on their helmet? Let me know your thoughts. Coming up right now, the Giants will beat the Cowboys because the Giants will beat the Cowboys because they're going to run the dang ball. Everyone in the chat with me say it. Run the dang ball. Run the dang ball. I just showed you the Cowboys are the worst rush defense in the NFL. Sandra Bullock's calling up Brian Dable. Enough with the trick plays. Run the dang ball. If I don't see Motor Singletary get 20 carries this week, I'm not going to believe in Brian Dable as a play caller because the film And the data says it. Run the dang ball, Brian. Enough with the trick plays. You have 93 yards to the Cleveland Browns on the ground. You gave up 190 yards to the New Orleans Saints on the ground. And the Baltimore Ravens gashed your defense for 60 minutes, 274 yards. And you got a guy in the backfield right now that's playing like a top 5 back in the National Football League. Devin Singletary has made tacklers miss 17 times, second most in the NFL. He's got 165 yards after contact, 7th most in the NFL. He's got 6 runs of more than 10-plus yards. He's got 3 runs of more than 15-plus yards. And he has the number 1 elusive rating in the NFL. He's going to make the first man miss. Just get him the dang ball. And Brian Daboll, please, 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 please run the ball outside. Run the ball outside the tackles. Stretch out this defense horizontally, because that's what the Saints did with Alvin Kamara, and that's why he had 115-plus rushing yards. That's what the Baltimore Ravens did with Derrick Henry, and that's why Derrick Henry had 151 yards. The weak part of this Cowboys defense is their side-to-side defense. They cannot stop the run when you run it outside. The Cowboys' run defense, worst in the NFL in yards per game. Worst in the NFL in yards per carry. Worst in the NFL in EPA per rush. Worst in the NFL in stuff rate. They're solid at yards before contact, but they're the worst in the NFL in yards after contact. They allow the the most inside runs. They allow the least amount of inside runs and the 4th most outside runs. They have a light box at the 29th highest rate, and they stack the box at the 4th highest rate. So they are stacking the box 31% of the time, and they are still getting gashed. When the Cowboys have a light box, they allow 6.5 yards per carry. When the Cowboys have an even box, they allow 4.2 yards per carry. And when they stack the box, it does not matter. They still allow 5.8 yards per carry. So I'm going to say it again. Run the dang ball. Whether it be DJ, whether it be Motor, whether it be Tracy. Shit, give it to Malik Nabers one time. Run the dang ball. I told you a second ago the Giants have to run the ball outside the tackles. They don't do that. They run it inside at the 4th highest clip at 58.7%, and they run it outside at 37.3%. This is the week we will find out if Brian Daboll is a good game planner. Because a good game planner knows to beat the Dallas Cowboys, you run the dang ball, and you run it outside. The Giants want to run in between the tackles. They want to run that duo action. But to beat the Cowboys, you run it outside. So Daboll, run the ball outside. If you don't stretch this defense out, I might stroke out on Thursday night. Also, make CeeDee Lamb pout, because that's all he did in Week 3 against the Ravens. Mr. CeeDee Lamb was crying, yelling at Dak, saying, I'm open, give me the ball. This team is about to implode. This team is about to fall apart. CeeDee doesn't want to be there. He didn't go to training camp. He's mad at Dak. He's telling him to SYBAU and all that. And Nick Harris, my good guy, my buddy, tweeted this out, saying CeeDee Lamb's first half red zone fumble loomed large in a 3-point loss. His body language afterward was noticeably poor. He was singing on the sideline, exchanging passionate words with Dak Prescott and Zach Martin. After the game, he was a no-show in the locker room. I need 2 sets of eyes on CeeDee Lamb. Whether it be Nubin, whether it be Pinnock, whether it be Belton, I need those guys watching CeeDee when our man Deonte Banks is in his hip. If you can make CeeDee Lamb a non-factor, this team, the Cowboys, they will implode. They will also quit. They will also give up if you start fast. The Cowboys are front runners. We know that. The Cowboys are all glitz and glamour. And we also know that the Cowboys, if you put them down early, you put them in the dirt, they'll quit. 6 of the last 7 losses for the Dallas Cowboys, they were getting blown out at the half. This doesn't even show the Ravens game where they were losing at the half, and they gave up and they gave you a fake comeback. They were down 35-16 against the Saints. They were down 27-7 against the Packers, 13-7 against the Dolphins, 21-3 against the Bills, and 21-7 against the Niners. Come out fast. Make them feel the pressure. Because this is a must-win game for Dallas. If you come out pedal to the metal, you jump out to a 14-point lead, you jump out to a 13-point lead, a 16-point lead, 17-point lead, shoot, a 21-point lead, we will be celebrating at halftime because they will fold over like a lawn chair. They're front runners. They don't battle adversity. It's Mike McCarthy. Team's got no backbone. Put him in the dirt early and you'll be 2-2 heading into week 5. More keys to victory in a second. Really, the only key to victory is get it to number 1. Because number 1, he's going to make plays. And you can get your Malik Nabers jersey today by going to chatsports.com/neighbors. Chatsports.com/neighbors. Get your jersey today, and it'll show up. Let's ride. On defense, outside of make CeeDee Lamb pout, get home with 4. You need Brian Burns, you need Dexter Lawrence, and you need Kayvon Thibodeau to show up. This needs to be the Kayvon Thibodeau game. Because Dak Prescott throughout his career, he's going to beat you if you blitz. We saw him light up the Giants when Wink Martindale was the defensive coordinator. Dak Prescott's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL when blitzed. He's 13-29 this year, completing 45% of his passes with 3 touchdowns. He's thrown 3 touchdowns when blitzed. You cannot leave yourself open to being cooked in the backfield when blitzing Dak Prescott, meaning the guy you gave $150 million, the guy you gave $100 million, and the guy you picked number 5 overall. They need to win. You need to get home with 4 because Dak Prescott's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL when blitzed. Threw for 1,400 yards last year when blitzed. Threw 15 touchdowns when blitzed, so just 2 picks. A QBR of 120 and an EP estimated points added per attempt when blitzed, 0.26. 5th best in the NFL. If you have to dial up pressure to get after Dak, he's going to inevitably beat you. But, man, if you get home with 4 and you can make him think post-snap, we might see someone dancing in the end zone on the New York Giants defense. And just frickin' get the ball to Malik Nabers. Because you know what they're saying right now for the Dallas Cowboys? We cannot let Malik Nabers beat us. We cannot let Malik Nabers dictate this game. We cannot let no one cares. Outcoach them, Brian Dable. Find a way to get one the football. Whether he's running, whether he's passing, whether he's catching. Do what you got to do to get Malik Nabers the football. Because he might just be the best player on the football field on Thursday night. All they got is Trayvon Diggs, and I'm not even sure he can guard Malik Nabers. Kalen Carson, never heard of him. Jordan Lewis, scrub. They have nobody that can guard Malik Nabers. He's a dog. Just get him the ball. Just do what you got to do. He leads the NFL with 6 explosive catches this year. He's been unreal. Find a way to make it easy. First player with 20 receptions and 3 receiving touchdowns in the first 3 games. Youngest player with 2 receiving touchdowns in a single game. He set the Giants' record for 23 catches in his first 3 career games. Find a way to get Malik Nabers the ball. And remember when you see Zeke do this? Nabers is going to be doing this. He's been doing it all year. It doesn't matter who we're playing. Just get him the ball. F it. Malik's Nabers is open somewhere. Reception second. Targets first. The 5th in yards. 3rd in yak. 1st in touchdowns. 10 of 11 on 3rd and 4th down. 140 yards on 3rd and 4th down. 8 of 11 on 3rd down conversions when targeted. And 3 plays at 20-plus yards. If you feed number 1, you're going to get 6. 8 plus 1, it equals 6 touchdown Giants. Bonus key. And this one falls on number 8. Don't turn the ball over. No sack fumbles. No interceptions. If you lose the turnover battle on Thursday night, you will lose the football game. You're not good enough to lose the turnover battle and beat a team like the Dallas Cowboys. Take care of the football and run the dang ball. And don't let CD beat you. Start fast. Get home with 4. And F it. Malik Nabers is open. What's your number 1 key to beat the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night? What is the number 1 key to beat the Cowboys Thursday night? I want to hear from everybody watching today's show. And if you haven't yet, give me a follow on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG at @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up over there. And let's go, Big Blue.
What's your number one key to beating the Cowboys on Thursday night in MetLife?
Run the dang ball.
Gotta run the ball, but you gotta do it effectively.
Yes.
You have to do it.
Yes.
You have to do it intelligently.
The game plan is out there to beat them.
Run the ball outside.
Run the ball outside. Giants like to run the ball inside the box. Will they evolve? Will they evolve? Nicole O'Brien, $10 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Cole. Says, do you think if we keep DJ next year, do you think he will extend his... No.
A restructure? Is that what she's asking about?
I don't think Daniel Jones will restructure his contract, and I think it would be... The Giants shouldn't want to do that. I know we're all happy about one win, but let's not forget what happened in Week 2 against Arizona last year, and then what happened after that. One game is one game.
Yeah. We've seen 6 years of Daniel Jones being
We can all be happy about how he played Smitty yesterday. But we don't need to act like the Giants don't have a hole there anymore.
They have a catalog of evidence that Daniel Jones is not going to be a franchise quarterback.
And you know what? We both want us to prove him wrong. But he's got to go do it. It doesn't happen with one game in September. Anthony G, what up, man? A first time super chatter for Anthony. Shout out to my man Anthony. We appreciate you, homie. He says, Giants fan since 1985. Marsh and Smitty, #1 show. If the Giants run the ball, rushing TDs, defense pressures Dak, front line gives DJ time, 2 to 3 touchdowns, we beat the Cowboys. DJ needs consistency. If season a bust, DJ needs to be traded.
I don't know who's trading for DJ, but if you get all that, you're getting a dub too.
Yeah, look, if all that happens, yeah, you are walking out of MetLife Stadium 2-2 with the first win against Dak Prescott since 2016. What were you doing in 2016?
I was listening to Lil Uzi Vert's newest mixtapes in my sophomore year of high school.
I was in junior college. 2016. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Let's go beat them. They're really not that good. They're really not that good. Percival, Glasgow, my God. What's your confidence in our D-line versus Dallas? Let me look at something real quick here.
All great questions. You will be getting the mailbag, Percival, as well as Nicole as well. Good questions.
Dallas Cowboys have allowed 30 pressures through 3 games. Giants had 36 pressures in Week 3. They got to win. They got to win that matchup.
Yep.
Cowboys O-line is not great, but it's definitely solid.
It's been teetering over the last couple of years.
Honestly, I'm going to be disappointed if the Giants O-line doesn't or Giants D-line doesn't whoop them.
Yep.
They should whoop them.
And the Giants offensive line is middle of the pack, in my opinion, this year. And I think that's what we all said preseason that we would be happy would be if that was the case.
I've had no complaints on the offensive line so far.
Daniel Jones has not and Daniel Jones has done a decent job evading pressure, but he's still running into sacks at sometimes.
He's gotten better. Week 1 was really bad.
Yesterday, I didn't think it was too bad. He did it once where I was like, okay, why didn't you just keep running outside? He cuts it back in just a step, and he meets the defender right there. But as far as in the pocket wise, he has been able to evade it pretty decently.
Yeah, look, I will be upset, PG, if the Giants D-line doesn't whoop the Cowboys O-line. Because for the first time in a long time, the Giants D-line has more talent than the Cowboys O-line. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Azeez Ojulari. They should win this game. They should win this game. You know how you got to win this game? You got to have heart. You know who has heart? We got a 3-point goal. Bill Hartnett. Bang! Mr. Bill.
What up, Bill?
Bill, you are a legend, brother. I got a beer shotgun. Every $50 super chat today, Smitty, to celebrate Victory Monday. I got a beer shotgun.
You gotta love it. You gotta love Bill, and you gotta have heart.
You gotta have heart, Bronx boy. You gotta have heart, Bronx boy.
Even when you're 6'4", I play 1 through 4.
Shout out to Bill.
Bill, 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 Bill. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody in the building right now. All 300 of y'all.
Woo! We're taking over the private room. What happens in the private room? At the end for Thursday Night Football. Still have nothing but love for my Giants Now crew. But it's nice watching the Giants play on the big screen, surrounded by fellow Giants fans, all in gear. F the cow pies. Bill, I'm so glad you found people you can watch the game with and enjoy it with. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
That's why we do what we do, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have family and friends that they can watch the Giants with. And you know what? It makes me freaking pumped up that you found that, Bill. All the way out in California. All the way out in California. Bill, I love you. I appreciate you. Literally the backbone of this channel. You're way too kind. Everyone type B in the chat for me for my guy, Bill.
Get the B's down below.
Give me some B's in the chat as Mr. Rick. Boo, 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 boo. Shout out to Bill, a New York Giants Now royalty member. Royalty member. Smitty, we got a mailbag coming up.
Yes, sir.
We got a mailbag. No, Bill, you saved us. See, Bill, that's what you think. I saved you. You saved us, Bill. You saved us. You saved us. We got a live mailbag coming up. Hashtag Giants or Super Chat. All Super Chats that come in that are applicable to the New York Football Giants. We're going to put those up on the show. And if you want Smitty to select your question, you got to use hashtag Giants in the comments section.
Hashtag Giants. Let me know.
Is there a little tea can over there by you?
Do I got a T-can? Of course I got a T-can.
River in the chat says, yo! What's up, yo?
Let's see. Let's see if Nope gave us a good question today.
Is Nope crying in the chat again?
No, Nope. No, I don't mind Nope's assertion here. I actually tend to agree with him.
Oh, Lordy. Rob, what up, Rob? According to Tankathon, the Giants are now drafting at 11. Well, the Giants are going to be drafting at 32 because they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So don't even listen to Tankathon, Rob Jigga. Just take that advice. Take that advice. As B-Town. Cool. Coming in with a $2 super chat. Shout out to B-Town. Cool. He says, hope the Commanders lose tonight and we move up. Yeah, no, I'll be definitely hate watching the Commanders today. I absolutely will. Lord Buddy Bear says, I can cry in the chat because I'm a Raiders fan. We'll be your shoulder to cry on today, Lord Buddy Bear. We'll be the shoulder to cry on today.
All right. You can
take these two soups because I want Mark Estrada to be able to connect with my man Bill. I hope Bill's still watching.
Oh, here we go.
B-Town, cool. So hope the Commanders lose tonight and we move up. Would love that. Unfortunately, they have the tiebreaker on us at 1 and 2 if they lose because we don't have a kicker that played. But, yeah, that's on that. Mark Estrada, my man Mark, says, Bill, so is this the New York Giants spot for Cali viewing? Bill, help my man Mark Estrada out. Let him know where to go watch some Giants games with some Giants fans and enjoy himself.
That's dope.
Big Blue South Bay meets up every game at the end on, I don't know what that word is, C-A-L-L-E, Calais?
Where is this?
Calais Mayor, Bill's latest chat.
Big Blue South Bay meets up at every game. Oh, Calle.
Calle Mayor. Mejor?
Calle Mayor.
Calle Mayor.
Calle Mayor. It's
Mark Estrada said he's there.
Calle is a street, I believe.
Bill, If I don't get a picture of you and Mark Estrada together, I will cry. I will cry, Bill. There's a lot of bots in the chat today. Corinne is unfortunately busy. I will block the bots. I apologize, guys. If Mark Estrada and Bill meet up to watch a Giants game, that's freaking sick.
On Calle Mayor.
On Calle Mayor in South Bay.
Y'all impressed with my Spanish? I was elite at it back in the day. But
He's got a buddy, Bronx boy. Bronx boy, do you have a buddy?
I'm your buddy, Bronx boy. We're buddies.
We're
buddies.
Are Bronx boy and Smitty buddies? That's
I
cute.
hope so. He's tweeting at me lately.
Is he?
Ridiculous.
What's he saying? He's reckless.
Yeah, he said I suck and nonsense like that.
Be nice to Tripod,
yeah.
Bronx boy.
Come on. Third leg.
I'm dead. All righty, we got a mailbag coming up. Let's close the show with this. And we're going to get on out of here. It's been a long day. Hashtag Giants or Super Chat to get on the show. Shout out to B-Town. Cool, $5 Super Chat. Says, have you ever watched Scooter Magruder's NFL Weekly Meetings for the NFC East?
Back in the day, I used to watch him actually.
What is
a ton. I forget what the actual YouTube name is. I think it is probably just Scooter Magruder, but he does like these. He was one of the first people to do like NFL skits on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, you know, you see him on TikTok and stuff like the fantasy TikToks like after the week.
Is he the guy that does the locker room post games you sent me? Who is that guy?
No, that guy. You've never seen him before?
I've seen him a lot, but I never watched.
Oh, dude, he is hilarious. I forget his name, but he does the Giants' angry reactions after the games. Unbelievably funny. But no, they're different. This guy he's been doing it since like early 2010s, and it's got like pretty decent production value on it.
Bronx boy, Smitty is not a Red Sox fan. He's actually a New York Yankees fan.
Let's go Yankees!
He's a Yankees fan.
I'm
Bronx
only
boy.
anti-New York when it comes to basketball, and that's just how my father raised me. You can blame him.
F Mr. Smitty.
Yep. Robbie. How you
Robbie. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry about the bots. I'd make Bronx Boy a mod, but he might do some weird shit.
OD.
I can't trust Bronx Boy to be the mod. He might get me fired. He said he's kind of a comedy guy, but he's a Cowboys fan. Vic DeBetto is who you are thinking about. Is that who I'm thinking about?
Yep, that's who you're thinking
What is he? Like, who is he?
He's just a...
Those videos always go viral.
Fucking Italian and a Giant fan.
He loves Tommy DeVito.
He loves DeVito. He said, "Let's get the cutlets in."
The magic number is 1 for the Yankees.
Magic number is 1.
To what? Clinch the first seed?
The division.
Oh, the division.
Yeah, Orioles been selling. They already clinched playoffs.
Bronx Boy says, make me the mod. I'll make Bronx Boy the mod, and we'll come back, and the channel name will be Bronx Boy at Chat Sports.
That would be ridiculous.
Sloppy Top, what up, man? Why were you so surprised I gave Daniel Jones his flowers? Sloppy Top, you know me. I'm very fair. Sloppy Top. Daniel Jones plays bad. We say Daniel Jones plays bad. Daniel Jones plays good. We say Daniel Jones plays good. I think I'm pretty fair.
You're pretty fair for the most part. I mean, he was good in the first half, really good in the first half yesterday. His best half of football that Marshall has seen since the guy won a playoff game. And the second half, he was not good. Less than 50% completion.
Sloppy Top, that's when you're supposed to go into the comments, though, and chirp the other losers that are saying that nonsense. Bronx Boy was 15 seconds behind. How are you supposed to be a mod if you can't even watch live? How are you supposed to be a mod if you don't even know how to watch live,
Bro's not even up to the second. Come on, Bronx Boy.
Nope says Smitty is not the greatest with choosing the best questions.
Nope, I'm literally gonna put your question up, and it's not even a question. You didn't even ask a question.
Does Nope deserve to be in this mailbag? All he's been doing is crying about what I've been saying for 2 weeks.
It's a statement, and I agree with it. That's why I'm putting it in the mailbag. But nope, it's not even a question.
King Lobo says leave Nope alone. The reason I will never leave Nope alone is because he kind of reminds me of myself a little bit. Got a little smart mouth on him. I just got to put him in his place every once in a while.
I'm not.
We have bad news.
There are some questions in the super chats that I want to use, so I just can't refresh and lose them. But Tuto Azuri with a $10 super chat. Shout out to my man
Tuto Azuri! $10 super chat. There was no Twitter war between Nope and I. He responded to one tweet and got 8 likes, and he got wet.
I can hook it up for Tuto.
Tuto says massive salutes and respects to Big Boss Marsh and Lil Smitty and all the diehard Giants fans in America. And please slap all the stinky boys and losers out of from Doe, including Saquon. Greetings from me and 2 of the older sons in Cincy. My man. Shout out to Tuto Azuri, a diehard Giants now viewer. Tuto, when are you playing on Peacock again, brother? When are you playing on Peacock again? Clout.
He said they got a new TV deal last time.
Nope, you have no clout, brother. Until you put a face to the profile picture, you quite literally can't have clout. I do have a serious question for you, Nope. Do you and your friends think like Evan on Twitter is cool? Like, is that Kayvon Ojulari? That's like, do the 12 and 13-year-old Giants fans think that Kayvon Ojulari is that guy? Poke Moore says Nope does have clout. He says, I catch him everywhere on YouTube. That's because you have clout, Poke Moore. Rob Jigga, $5 super chat. The Bush Kid's in the building. Where have you been, brother? That's my guy, the Bush Kid. He was showing up and showing out all year last year. He says Evan is realistic, at least.
Bro, he Twitter baits.
He has been saying Daniel Jones is the MVP.
His job is
for 3 years. I respect that you got your guys back, though. I respect that you got your guys back. Rob Jigga says, what are your thoughts on Newman and Johnson so far? Who's Johnson? Theo Johnson?
Or Deontay.
Or Deontay Johnson, who hasn't played. Thanks, guys. Oh, Smitty, what's your college team? Thanks for tonight.
So college team for football is the TCU Horned Frogs.
You are so fucking weak.
How am I weak? I think it's a great team to root for.
Why do you root for them?
Because my wonderful girlfriend went to school there.
Hey, happy girl, happy life.
Listen, I'm from New York. College football doesn't fucking matter up there. And nobody watches it. Nobody really has a favorite team unless you're a bandwagon Notre Dame fan. So I hate Notre Dame. I'm a college football hater. I hate Bama, hate Notre Dame. Like, I like the schools with aura, like LSU, like I think Clemson has a little bit of aura. Like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Now that I moved to Texas, I have to be a college football fan, and I chose TCU after they already made the national championship and looked disastrous again. So, college basketball, though, go Bonnies, St. Bonaventure, you already know.
Kenya says Smitty is so right. Kenya knows ball, so maybe I do need to understand that maybe you may know some ball. Because if Kenya says you know ball, then you might know ball.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, everybody in New York is just a bandwagon Notre Dame fan, including my father.
If you're a Syracuse football fan, like, good for you. You got a bigger.
You know how I knew that college football is not a thing in New York? Because I wore Malik Nabers' LSU jersey yesterday, and nobody knew what it was.
Nobody knew what you were wearing. And there's also, like, you know, if you're a Giants fan from Jersey, you might be a Rutgers fan, and that's cool too. Some Penn State fans, I see Greg there in the chat saying that as well. A lot of kids. I think if you're living in New York and you're a Penn State fan, you have to have gone there or have a direct family member that has gone there. You cannot just be a Penn State fan living in New York.
Nope is such a little shit. I love that kid. Oh, you crack me up, Nope. I'll give you that. You crack me up. He says, I can say I'm kind of popular. So much so that grown folks will defend me.
Dude.
I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Oh, Lordy. Shout out to Rob Jigga.
And then we got the Hamza Network as well.
The Hamza Network. My brother. Says Giants better prepare well for Thursday to get a payback from our last year 40-0. They need to plan well to shut down CD and Cook.
Who's Cook? Dalvin Cook?
Brandon Cooks.
Oh, Brandon Cooks. Yeah.
Brandon Cooks. Yeah, no. Last time the Giants played the Cowboys, it was worse than 40-0. You gave up 600 yards of total offense. Nope says I don't think people realize. No, we know, bro. We know that you're a child. We know.
He's actually a child.
He's 13.
Oh, there's Tuto again.
He was 12 like last month. Nope. I love you, man. Tuto Azeez says Marsh. I've been suspended and a hefty fine 2 weeks. Slam tackling O-lines after the whistle. I came home and took my 2 sons to the Giants-Browns live match. Cincy first time, great times. Why
Let's
are they
go.
suspending you, Tuto? I thought rugby was about violence.
Slam tackling O-lines after whistle. I mean, listen, sounds like you just want it more than everybody else.
It literally sounds like you love contact.
Yeah, like football guy is what you're telling us.
Who do I need to talk to, Tuto, to make sure you're unsuspended? And how much are they fining you? Maybe we could put a GoFundMe together.
How much are they fining you?
How much are they fining you? I'll put a GoFundMe together to get free Tuto.
Free Tuto, for real.
Sloppy top, Marsh and Smitty. Nope, you finna age. I'm going to start calling Nope Unk. I'm dead. What team is Tuto on? Ask him, brother.
Sumter.
Wow, the Bills game already started.
75 racks euro. That's like a lot. It's like comparable to U.S. dollars. Like it's like 5 figures U.S. dollars for sure.
What'd you do?
It's like 50 bands.
What'd you do?
How much are they paying you on this rugby contract to be fining you 75 grand? NFL players don't get fined 75 grand.
Bronx Boy says $75,000 in euro, and all you're dropping is a $10. This guy is a freaking clown.
Nah.
Bronx Boy,
you got me geeking, bro.
Cha says that's like 77 grand.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I'm not a good money converter off the dome, but I had to assume it's 50K plus.
Nope says I'm out here arguing with fully grown men.
83 racks American, Bam Bam?
He said, Smitty, it's like 100,000 USD.
Everybody's telling me different numbers, but I'm going to believe Tuto. Damn, Tuto, you're on like a multi-million-dollar deal to play rugby, because why the hell are they finding you 6 figures? Or did you murder a man? Or did you kill a guy?
Did you kill someone?
Is somebody in a wheelchair because of you now?
People are saying it's Cap in the chat.
I think it's Cap. Like it's Cap. Maybe
I would never doubt Tuto.
I would never doubt Tuto either. He played on Peacock. Sumter with a $10 super chat. Over under for 70 yards for
Sumter.
DJ rushing for 70. Hoping for 200 team yards on the ground against Dallas. Go Big Boot. Run the dang ball.
Run the dang ball. I wouldn't hate Daniel Jones being a part of the running game on Thursday. A little zone. Whoo! A little zone read.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, come here, neighbors. Woo, woo, hut. Whoop. I don't mind a little run game DJ on Thursday. I don't mind that. Run the dang ball, and you'll win a football game.
Beat Town cool with a 2.
Beat Town. So score prediction. I'm not ready to give a score prediction. There's the reason I didn't include it in my preview. Does that make me soft? I got to watch more film.
Give me the all 22, and then we'll get a better prediction. But I don't watch all 22 for every game, so I'm going to go.
Here we go.
Let's go Giants 22, Dallas 19.
22-19.
22-19.
How do you get to 22?
I don't know. Could be a scoregami.
Scoregami.
Could be a scoregami. Yeah, give me Giants. Yeah, screw it. 23-19. 23-19. But the Giants are the type of team to get to 22. They score in the unorthodox ways.
they invent new ways.
What if we get a safety? What if we get Dexter Lawrence in the opposite paint? Getting 2 on the board.
Let's go.
22-19.
Let's go. Missed extra points. We've had enough of those. Here we go.
Yeah. force them into a lot of field goal situations because, like, Dallas is going to get down the field this week, and they have the best field goal kicker in the game. So, basically anything beyond the 50-yard line, you're getting a field goal. Just get the stop. Don't let it don't let 6 up on the board.
Nope says it's a good battle when the man with the widow's peak starts battling the kid who just found out football existed in 2021. I don't think we've ever battled, brother.
2021, you were 10 when you found out football exists. That seems fair. That seems fair.
We've never battled, brother. We've never battled, but I'm proud of you. I am proud of the growth you've had over the last 2 years, my man. I'm proud of you.
That's a little bro.
That's a little bro for show. That's a little bro for show.
All right, I just want to make
Take him under my wing.
Make sure my
Put him under my wing.
All the questions I need are still here. Yeah, we should be valid.
My man Rich Rod in the building. 3110, he says. Kenya, he's just a pipsqueak. That's my pipsqueak, though. Only I can talk smack to the pipsqueak.
Fact.
My dog Kenya, that's my brother. Shout out to my brother, though. All righty. I guess we should do a mailbag.
Should do a mailbag, I
We
guess.
should do a mailbag. I will say this, Smitty. We're $107 away from passing up the Cowboys report.
No way, no way, no way.
I don't know if that's true, actually.
We are 115.
We're 115 away from beating the Cowboys report and what they did in Super Chats today. I think it's the only way to set the tone.
Tuto said, Smith, our purse is much deeper than the NFL players, mate. Yo!
Not the purse!
Yo!
He brought out the purse!
He said, check your pockets.
Don't watch mine. Check yours. The purse is crazy.
Damn, Tuto. My
Poke
bad.
Moore says, damn, nope, my son is 8, man. You're young enough to be my child. That's my son. That's my little bro.
This little bro.
Bill. That's the GOAT. Allie lost her Redskin IE Commander channel. Oh, yeah, she's not doing the Commanders this year.
No.
She's a Patriots girl. All Boston all the time.
All Boston all the time.
She is the face of Boston sports coverage here at Chat Sports. Shout out to Allie Barefoot. Tuto! Azeez back in the building, Smitty. You got to read this one.
Tuto! What up, my guy? You say, Marsh, our club owners paid the fees plus our bag. I'll be back in lineups on October 5th again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The O-line destroyer back in action. Please pray for my victims, mate. We're praying for them. Pray for the victims. Amen.
Bless up.
Bless up to the victims of Tuto Adoree out there on the rugby pitch.
Thomas says Braden Aubrey might ruin the game for us. Who's that?
The kicker?
Oh, their kicker? Yeah, he could kick it from like 75.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, the Giants, like, anything past the 50-yard line, that's a field goal for them. So, just don't let up touchdowns. You're going to have to put more touchdowns up on the board than the Dallas Cowboys this week.
James Cook touchdown.
The game started already?
Yeah, one of them started at 6:15.
What?
I wouldn't hate Dalton Kincaid having a bad game today.
Why are we getting Jamar Chase first touchdown for the next game for sure?
All right, let's do this mailbag.
What time does that game start? Oh, I got time.
Yep, nope, it's a doubleheader. It is 2 games tonight. Blocked extra point. Unbelievable.
That's going to mess with the spread. Jags plus 5.5. I love it.
Let's do it.
Bush
Oh,
kid.
wait. The Bush kid.
Bush kid.
Marsh, can you please tell me we will win Thursday with Jones? Kenya! Who said, put me down for a big face? Go.
Shout out Andrew Jackson.
Do you want me to...
That's crazy, bro. I already told you guys. 22-19. Giants win. Scorigami. Daniel Jones light him up.
See, you are such a coward.
I'm a coward.
Yeah, don't make promises I can't keep. I will say I picked the Browns to win, so I was wrong. Tell the
You
guy
gotta
the
believe.
truth.
You gotta be positive.
Giants win 23-17.
Oh my goodness.
23-17. That's my prediction.
It's gonna be a wet one in MetLife. Call it wet life on Thursday night.
It's gonna be a mop on the field. 23-17. Giants beat the Cowboys. How about that? 23-17. 23-17. That's what I got. Let's do it. Mailbag time. Let's do it. It's mailbag time here on Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. If we didn't get to your questions today, it means you're not subscribed or you're on Nope's account, because we will not be answering questions for Mr. Nope on today's show. Seriously, though, make sure you're subscribed and you have your notifications turned on so you can be alerted every single time we go live on this channel. Percival Glasgow coming in with a super chat. We appreciate it, my man. Says, what's your confidence in our D-line versus Dallas? 10 out of 10. And if the Giants' defensive line does not wreck the game against the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to be extremely upset. You gave $150 million to Brian Burns. You gave $100 million to Dexter Lawrence. You picked Kayvon Thibodeau top 5. You selected Azeez Ojulari in the second round. This is the weakest offensive line the Dallas Cowboys have had since Dak Prescott has been under center. And we already saw the Giants' defense wreck the game against the Cleveland Browns in week 1. 36 pressures, 20 QB hurries, 8 sacks, and 6 quarterback hits. The real thing the Giants need to do is get home with 4. You don't always need to blitz to bring pressure, and Dak Prescott has proven time and time again, if you blitz him and you don't get home, he'll make you pay. Giants got to get home with 4. I need 0, 97, 5, and 51 to get after it. If they don't, if the Giants' D-line doesn't wreck this game, Giants are going to be in a bad spot. Nicole O'Brien, what up? Do you think if we extend, thank you for the super chat, Nicole. Do you think if we keep Daniel Jones next year? No, I don't. Because I don't think the Giants would accept a contract restructure from Daniel Jones. Because I don't think they want to put any more money into the future. Look, I know we're all happy about the way he played in week 2. But let's just slow it down. We've got 6 years of evidence. Let's not overreact to game 1. Hey, Nicole, he goes out and beats the Cowboys on Thursday night. We could talk about it. Nathan, $5 super chat. Lincoln Riley has 4 starting QBs in the NFL. Let's make it 5 and bring Moss to New York. Look, I don't hate the idea of Miller Moss being an NFL quarterback. I like what he does. He gets the ball out on time. He gets the ball out with accuracy. He's a very, very accurate quarterback. I'm just not so sure that I'm ready to take Miller Moss in round 1, but still a long way to go in the college football season. I'm definitely going to keep watching him every single Saturday. Greg C. Will Slayton's thumb injury help Hyatt allow him to get flying Thursday night? I don't know what the Giants are doing with Jalen Hyatt. Darius Slayton played 50 snaps on Sunday. Jalen Hyatt played 10. I don't think Darius Slayton moves the needle enough in the win-to-loss column for him to be having 5 times the amount of snaps as Jalen Hyatt. But, yeah, if Slayton's out and can't play, Hyatt's going to be that next man up. We saw Rashid Shaheed take the top off the defense versus Dallas. I'd like to see the Giants try with Jalen Hyatt. That corner room for the Dallas Cowboys is thin with Deron Bland hurt, and we know that Trayvon Diggs is a guy that likes to jump the football and be risky. I think you could beat them deep. They are going to shade their defense to Malik Nabers. This could be a game where Slayton and or Hyatt takes the top off a couple of times. King Lobo, what up, man? Hey, Marsha, might rain over here on Thursday night game. You think it's still wise to run the ball with Butterfingers, and when will Hyatt play? Yeah, you got to run the ball. The Dallas Cowboys have the worst rushing defense in the National Football League through 3 weeks. I actually think the rain could kind of lean into that and let Motor keep on being Motor. Just hold the ball. Like, if Motor can hold on to the football, he's going to be successful. You see the stats on screen. He's been awesome. He's been more than we all could have thought out of him before he signed with the New York Football Giants. Even my guy, Mr. Rick, the biggest Saquon Barkley fan I know, has to be at least appreciative of the way Singletary has played. Hold on to the football, and we'll all be chanting, Motor at MetLife Stadium. Nope. Why are we doing this? F. Smitty in the chat. I want more Wan'Dale Robinson. Like he's been secretly cooking this season. He can get 1,000 yards if lucky. I want everyone to be more involved, Mr. Nope. I want to see more Wan'Dale Robinson. Darius Slayton has 5 catches or 6 catches for 59 yards. But we got a number 1 wide receiver, and he's getting the lion's share of the targets. It's been Malik Nabers or bust a lot of this season. But Wan'Dale's been good. We've seen that kind of jitteriness, his ability to get north and south, make tackles, miss and eat up yards after the catch. I like Wan'Dale Robinson. I like giving the ball in space. I want to see the Giants do it a little bit more. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. The more subs we get, the more Giants wins will come. Sub for Giants dubs. If you want to beat the Cowboys this Thursday, subscribe to the channel. Joseph Cruz, what up, man? When are we going to see some more involvement from the other receivers? While Nabers is amazing, the Cowboys' corners are bums. Please put me in, Smitty. Shout out to Joseph Cruz. Shout out to Smitty. I don't really necessarily think that this is the game against the Cowboys because I think Brian Dable and the offensive staff know that if you're going to beat the Cowboys, it's going to be because you're able to run the football. You got to run the ball. This week's not the week to throw the ball over the yard, especially if it's going to be raining in New Jersey on Thursday. Run the dang ball. The Cowboys just gave up almost 300 rushing yards to the Baltimore Ravens. Run the ball. Make them stop it. And if they don't, keep on running the rock. We're going to get to more questions coming up in a second. But first, I got to tell you guys that if you want a Malik Nabers jersey, you get it at this link, chatsports.com/neighbors. Get your Malik Nabers jersey today by going to the list. This link, chatsports.com/neighbors. The sooner you get it, the sooner it's going to show up. Saya, I know I probably botched that, but I appreciate it. Says, hey, Marsh, what do you think is the position that needs the biggest upgrade besides quarterback? I would say corner. I'd say more playmakers on offense, tight end, and defensive tackle too. So on offense, any playmakers, you got to get more playmakers on this team. It can't just always be Malik Nabers. I think you need to add another tight end. I think you need another defensive tackle next to Dexter Lawrence. And I think you need a legit corner 1. Those are my biggest holes at this point. What up, dog? Says, what are your thoughts on keeping Daniel Jones and drafting a quarterback and letting him sit behind Jones for a year? The reason, so this is how I'll answer this for you. Look, if you're drafting a quarterback, right, that means you're done with Daniel Jones. So if you're done with Daniel Jones, just cut him so you save $20 million in cap space, right? Like, I don't need a $47 million quarterback to be a bridge quarterback. That could be Drew Lock. That could be someone you sign in free agency. That could be anybody. I don't need a $47 million bridge quarterback. But I think you're a Daniel Jones fan. What I'll say to you is he could still earn his job for next year. We're only 3 weeks into the season. Bam, Bam, what's up, dog? Outside the fake 26, nothing about Philly impresses me. Win Thursday and we beat Philly in a few weeks. If the Eagles don't have the fake 26, they're 0-3. They don't beat the Saints, and they don't beat the Packers. I don't think the Eagles are that good. I really, really don't. Who do you got? Who do you got winning the game on Thursday night? Who do you got? NYG? DAL? Who do you got winning the football game? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. And make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG at @MarshallGreen_. Let's go, Big Blue. Cha says, love the new 26. Didn't score late in the game to run out the clock. Showed me new 26 is a smart player. I also got your package, Mr. Rick. I don't know if I told you that. Thank you. Smitty is taking that blanket home, and he's going to cuddle up in his room all winter long.
Let's go.
And the coins were sick.
Coins were dope. Thank you, Mr. Rick. Really appreciate it.
Shout out to Mr. Rick, a legend. Nope says the fake 2-6. Yeah, not with that salary, Kenya, exactly. Bills are back in the red zone.
Damn.
All righty. Poke Moore, we appreciate you, man. He's gonna be snuggling in that blanket. All right. Smitty, one time, flash that way into where we're at trying to catch the Cowboys report. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the shot clock.
All right.
If we want to catch them, we got 2 minutes. If not, no sweat. I just know that you guys love a little competition, and we all hate the Cowboys. If we beat the Cowboys report in the next 2 minutes, I'm doing a beer boot to start to close today's show. If not, no sweat, all good. We'll rock out on Thursday and we'll beat them. Smitty, I'm getting my hopes up, but I do think the Giants can win this football game.
I do think the Giants have the ability to win this football game. It's unfortunate that, like, I don't know. Would you rather be having Dallas come in here week 4 in desperation mode, or would you rather them come in with a win or two under their, like, 2 wins under their belt already?
It's a great question. And I think I would say where they're at right now, because I don't think this team has mental toughness. And when I mean this team, I mean the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think they're soft. I think they lack leadership. And sometimes when your back's against the wall and you don't have any leaders, you're going down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this might be the end of this era. I think this could be close to the end of the Dallas Cowboys era as we know it.
Yeah.
I know they just paid Dak. I know they just paid CD. But, man, I feel like if you can get them down to 1-3, they might just quit. Because I don't believe in their head coach. I don't necessarily think that they have any leaders on defense. I don't think Micah Parsons is a guy that's going to rally the troops. I think he's a front runner. I think Trayvon Diggs is a front runner. I like Dak, but he can't do it all himself. Yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on that. The Bush Kid says, Marshall, what is our injury report looking like? So Andru, Phillips, and Adoree Jackson are dealing with calf injuries. They did not practice on Monday. We also saw... Smitty will just pop these up. Good stuff, Smitty. Both corners are dealing with a calf injury. I'm honestly not sure that either play on Thursday. That's a quick turnaround with a calf injury. Not worried about Dexter Lawrence's injury. Nick McLeod, I don't know if he's going to play. And I think Micah, McFadden, and Slayton both play. So that's what we got on that, Mr. Bush Kid. No real major injuries, but Drew Phillips dealing with the calf is unfortunate. Time and the Buckeye in the building. Our other mod, and he's already blocking the bots.
Let's go, Time Man. What up, baby?
Shout out to Time and the Buckeye.
WDEC.
The Giants' best chance to beat the Cowboys is if their defensive line does better than the Cowboys. What are your chances of that? Yeah, if the Giants are going to beat the Cowboys, it's because the Giants' front four gets home without bringing pressure. And by bringing pressure, I mean blitzing. Giants have to get home with 4, and they got to run the dang ball. What's up, Lil Will? All righty. We're going to sign off on today's video. Soren John says, Marshall, the GOAT. Nah, you the GOAT. The Gaming Cube says, what do you think the defense must do in order to keep the Dallas offense at bay? Get pressure with 4, double team CD Lamb, and that's it. We're going to have our full preview out on the channel Tuesday afternoon. Tomorrow morning, we'll put our winners and losers video out on the channel. And then it's Wednesday, and then it's almost game day. Crazy. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's go Big Blue.